Kevin, when you look at the defense, particularly in the first half and that start of the fourth quarter, what do you feel like were keys to that? Looked like bodies were moving and you guys were challenging them at the rim and getting blocks. What do you feel like was key, though, defensively overall?
I think game plan discipline was there. I think it's something we talked about the last 2 days on how we wanted to guard this team. This is a unique team. You know, they present a lot of different challenges because they play random basketball. You never know when screens come in or back screen or, you know, so you got to be aware for 24 seconds of the shot clock. And I like our attention to detail on both ends, especially after we kind of laid an egg on that side of the ball last game, you know. So it's good throughout the season when you can kind of bounce back from stuff like that. It really shows you who you are as a team.
The other thing I had was when you have Ryan and Oso out there, as far as, you know, Devin's like as young legs, as energy, but when they're contributing, particularly on the defensive end, how big is that?
That's huge. I mean, we trust them we expect that out of them. You know, I think that's what they bring to our team is that energy, that aggressiveness on defense, that physicality on defense. You know, and then challenging at the rim. I think that's something that Coach always emphasized to everybody, not just the bigs, but everybody just kind of had that collision mindset at the rim where you just want to disrupt the play, you know. So we keep practicing that and keep building those habits. I think it'll be second nature to us. And you see it with Oso and Ryan. They just want to get on the court, so they're going to do those little things for us. And, you know, so they're setting a high standard for themselves every night.
On the other end, you guys had 31 assists on your 38 made field goals. It felt like the ball was moving as well as it has all season. How did you like the way that you guys were moving it around?
Yeah, I feel like that's just who we are. I think we've been having some great ball movement throughout the season. I mean, sometimes they don't always equal up to 18 threes, but, you know, we still get the good shots up. I thought Monte was great off the bench, not playing a lot of minutes the last few games, but coming in and just being a consummate pro, doing everything we needed to do was incredible and leading that second unit. You know, so everybody just came in and did their part, and you know, we know if we play off of each other and move the basketball, make the game easier for one another.
You're no stranger to those kind of extended post-ups and the attention that they create. How have you liked the way that you guys have functioned when you or Book have been in those spots?
In the post?
Like the extended posts where you kind of attract the double team?
Yeah. I mean, when we get that mismatch out there, and a lot of teams are nervous about us playing one-on-one, so if it's not a full-on trap, they might just shade a little bit and play somewhat of a zone, and then we can swing and we get threes on the backside as well. So just being a threat to score. Sometimes even if you don't shoot the ball, just puts fear in the defense. So, you know, we're going to stay in those spots as much as we can, but keep finding our teammates as much as we can too.
Kevin, Royce is shooting over 46% from three off the catch for you guys this year. Just what can you speak about his reliability?
I mean, I expect that of Royce. This is my second time hooping with Royce, and Brooklyn is the same way. You know, and people were surprised that he was knocking down shots, so he's, you know, get a triple-double or make a game winner, and I'm just sitting here like, that's what he's supposed to do, you know. So I don't get excited no more when Royce has a good game. I just chalk it up and just that's who he is, and we move on to the next one. So he's a confident player, and when he shoots that thing, we want him to be confident. He's even better getting to the rim. You know, he you know, I wouldn't say even better, but he's pretty good at getting to the rim, shooting that floater this year. So we want him to be aggressive, and tonight it was one of those nights for him.
Kevin, on that open three late, Draymond always trying to be in the spot he can be to affect the play. What'd you see from your perspective that led to the breakdown?
Yeah, I think I had got Steph on me right there, or Lindy Water. I forget who it was, and it was Pajemski, and he was trying to get that cross match so he can guard me again, and I think somebody might have cut. I don't know who it was, but it felt like he was in between guarding two guys, and I just popped for the three, and that was a huge play for us. We needed that. We was only up 6 at that point. That kind of calmed us down a bit.
It's not often that you or Book are going to have shooting nights like this on the same night, and yet for you guys to win through your defense, just what do you think that can do for the group over the course of a season?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to need to happen. I mean, because you're going to have a game or two like this in the playoffs where it's just a clunky game, both teams, some of their best players not shooting great, but who can get the most stops, who can make shots at the end of the game. And I think tonight that's what we did. We made some good shots there at the end. We made our free throws, and we got stops.
Well, Grayson back in the starting lineup, obviously, that's familiar with you since last season. But what did he do to impact you guys in the second quarter besides helping you guys get hot shooting and setting the tone in that way?
I mean, when you start, it's definitely different from coming off the bench. You kind of can set the tone. You kind of can almost ease into the game and find your game a little bit more. And when you come off the bench, you got to just give us some quick points, some quick energy. As soon as you come in there. So it's a different mentality you have to have, and he's comfortable coming, starting with us. And you see him tonight, 17 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, going downhill, making plays, making big shots. I just think he was more comfortable knowing that he's going to play big minutes tonight. And I think even off the bench, he's definitely adapting to his role and understanding what we need from him. And he's just been a versatile player for us, so we're going to need more of it going forward.
Kevin, I know Warriors struggling a little bit right now, but Draymond's talked about how he's been in a better headspace this year than last year, and he's focused on trying to get Defensive Player of the Year. You've seen him at his emotional highs and lows. What have you seen from him this season?
When Draymond's at his best, it's like a good balance between being ultra aggressive and being on edge, and also just being a cerebral monster that he is. And I think he's found that balance even better. I feel like he always had it. Sometimes you tip the scales a bit, and I think he's found that balance as he's getting older, as he experienced more things in the league, more things in life in general. And you can just tell by the start of this season that he's playing his best ball. He's shooting the basketball well this year. I think over 40%. So you just tell, man. All his experiences up until this time has just helped him out and made him the player he is today.
Kevin, first off, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, too.
So, off the catch, you're shooting almost 45% from three. In a three-point heavy offense like this. What are some of the details that go into being so effective off the catch?
Just fundamentally sound, not rushing shots. I think tonight I was 3 for 8. I rushed like 3 threes where I didn't get my feet under me. I didn't hold my follow-through. I didn't lock my eyes in on the rim as much as I wanted to. So it was mainly just fundamentals on the catch and shoot. I want to be better. I think I could be better if I'm catching and shooting, to be honest. 45%, I think if I'm just sit there and catch no dribbles, I should be closer to 50. So I think that's more so fundamentals I got to work on to be better at in the moment. But mainly that's what it is.